Hello, this is Brent Gary with Cunningham Living, and today I'll be talking with you a little bit about Cornhusker Kitchen Gourmet Duck Fat Spray Cooking Oil, which is the first and only duck fat spray cooking oil on the market. It was developed by a gentleman by the name of Dennis Schuett out of Omaha, and he used to be a broker for Conagra Foods. Some people think that duck fat is kind of new because if you watch cooking and food shows over the last couple of years, you see it a lot on those shows, but it's actually been used for hundreds of years by different countries and people. Probably the country that uses it the most nowadays is France. And France has about 1/2 of the reported heart problems compared to the USA. And there's a region in southwest France called Gascony where they use duck fat almost exclusively in their diet, and they have about 1/2 of the reported heart problems compared to the rest of France. So it's naturally healthy. There's nothing extracted or added to it. It contains about 20% less saturated fat compared to butter. It naturally contains unsaturated fats such as omega-3 and omega-6, which are known to be heart-healthy products. It's high in monounsaturated fats, which helps lower cholesterol. It's naturally gluten-free, and it has an extremely high smoke point, which is important because once your oil starts to break down and smoke, then you end up with a nasty taste in your food. So it has a real high smoke point. Now you may be asking yourself, okay, that's fine, but what do we use it for? You can use it to sear, crisp, fry, perfectly roast meats such as beef, chicken, pork, fish, shellfish, and veggies. And also, if you're baking pies and you use it in the crust, it helps make the crust flaky smooth. Put it in a skillet before you fry eggs, and the eggs will slide all over the darn place. You can spray your casserole dishes before you start making casseroles to help reduce the amount of food that sticks to the casserole dish. I spray it on my food before I put my food on the grill, and it really helps the food from to prevent the food from sticking on the grill. Roasting potatoes, spray it on your cookie sheet before you put the potatoes on, then spray a little bit on top of the potatoes, and put your spices on because this duck fat oil will also help your spices and rubs stick to whatever food you put it on. It enhances your flavor of whatever it is you're cooking, and it never overpowers the flavor of the food that you're using it on. Inside the can, usually when you have spray can, you always shake it. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a thumping noise. Inside this can, inside of a little bag, is duck fat surrounded by clean compressed air, and that's where you hear that weird thumping noise from. This product should never be stored in the refrigerator. It should only be in the pantry or on the countertop because it has actual fat in it. When you store it in the refrigerator, that fat will congeal and will clog up the spray nozzle. If the spray nozzle ever does get clogged up, you can just run hot water over it and it'll help loosen up the fat so it'll come out of there. This product is made in the USA.